Okay, today we're going to be doing lesson 4-5, dividing by one-digit divisors. So go ahead and write that down in your spiral notebook. And this is the question I would like you to also write down in your spiral. A fifth grade class collected $108 to share equally among 4 charities. How much will they donate to each charity? So what I highlighted, or what you could highlight or underline, is $108 and 4, because they're splitting $108 equally among 4 charities. So I can also write it out like this: 4 divided by $108. So I know that I can't put 4 into 1 because 1's too small. So I have to go to my next whole number, which is 10. How many times does 4 go into 10? It goes into 10 2 times, because 2 times this 4 is 8. Well, now 10 minus 8 is 2. I have to drop my next digit down, which is an 8. Now I ask myself, how many times does 4 go into 28? If I am unsure how many times 4 goes into 28, I can look at my 4 when I multiply it. So 4 times 1 we know is 4. As we go down, we see that 4 actually does go into 28 evenly 7 times, because 4 times 7 is 28. So we know that this 4 can go into that 28 7 different times. And then 7 times 4 is 28. 28 minus 28 is 0, so we have no remainders. And we have nothing else left to drop down over here, so we know our answer is 27. So if we go back to our question, it is asking us how much money will they donate to each charity. Now we know that they will donate $27 to each charity. All right, let's try this one also in your spirals. This one will be 9 divided by 270. And I want to go over your 9 facts with you very quickly. Okay, remember, 9 times 1 is 9, 9 times 2 is 18, 9 times 3 is 27. And over here we're asking us, how many times does 9 go into 27? Because we can't put 9 just into 2. That won't work because 2 is too small. So we have to put 9 into 27. And that does go evenly, as we see over here, because 9 times 3 is 27. So we have to put that 3 above the tens place. So 3 times 9 is 27. 27 minus 27 is 0. We have to drop this 0 down. Now, when we have a double 0 like this, we can do one of two things. You can either know that this 0 has to end back up here, or as I say, just plop it back up. Rocky's talking to you about math. And so I can just plop it back up there. Or I can say 9 goes into double 0 0 times. So 0 times 9 is 0. When I get 0, double 0 minus 0, we know that equals 0. When you have only 1 0 left, you know that you have your answer, which is 30. No remainder, just 30. All right, so you should have wrote down 6 divided by 380 into your math notebooks. I have a note over here that we will have a remainder, so that's just a reminder for you. Okay, so you first have to ask yourself, can 6 go into my 3, or the 3 in the hundreds place? No, 3 is too small, so I have to take it over to the tens place. Can 6 go into 38? Yes. How many times can 6 go into 38? Use your multiplication facts and you determine how many times 6 can go into 38. Okay, you should have gotten 6, because 6 times 6 is 36. It's as close as we can get. So now we have to do the subtraction. 38 minus 36 is 2. Next step, bring down the 0. Now we have to ask ourselves, how many times can 6 go into 20? Go ahead and figure that out. 6 can go into 20 3 times, because 3 times this 6 is 18. 20 minus 18 is 2. Do I have anything left to drop down over here? No, I do not. So I know that this 2 is going to be my remainder. So I just put R2. So my answer is 63 remainder 2. So just a reminder that the number 380 is our dividend, 6 is our divisor, and 63 remainder 2 is our quotient. Okay, we're going to do one more together, and then you will actually have to watch a second video to try the independent practice on your own. So I'm going to write up problems 1 and 2 on page 103 if you want to follow along with me. So the first problem I want you to do with me in your journal is 9 divided by 270. Well, we know that 9 cannot go into 2. 2 is too little. So 9 can go into 27. It can go in there evenly because 9 times 3 is 27. So I put the 3 above the 10 spot in my answer, and I say 9 times 3 is 27. So 27 minus 27 is 0. Well, I still have to drop down this 0. When I have double zeros like that, either I know to just add one of those zeros up top and plop it up there, or I can say, okay, now I have double 0. 9 can't go into any of those, so 9 times 0 is 0. Then when you have 1 0 on the bottom, you know that you are finished and your problem is done and you have no remainders. So our answer here would be 30. We are going to try 6 divided by 684. So don't let this large number of 684 freak you out. You need to look at the 6 and say, how many times does 6 go into 6? Just once. So 1 times 6 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Drop down the next number. How many times does this 6 go into 8? Once. 1 times 6 is 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. Drop down your last number, which is our 4. How many times does 6 go into 24? Well, we know 6 times 4 is 24. So we can write 24. 24 minus 24 is 0. Once we have that 0, we know we are finished, and our answer is 114. So the ones that I want you to try on your own is on page 103, number 17, 18, 19. If you don't get them correct, please do not panic. We are going to be learning this over a couple days. Long division can be tricky sometimes, so don't be too hard on yourself. Just try these problems and you tell me the answer that you get, and we will discuss these in class tomorrow. Alright, once you try those, your answers that you should have got for 17 is 77, 18 is 81, and 19 is 112. If you did not get those, please bring that up tomorrow in class, because we are actually going to do all 3 of these together as a class. So please bring up what you got incorrect in the problem or where you went wrong, and we'll discuss it as a class. So I will see you tomorrow.